Well, yesterday, after hearing all these things that the gentleman Vlad from Vlad TV on YouTube had said some disparaging things about the rap mogul, I guess you could say, Jay-Z, the billionaire rapper who owns a sports team. That guy, the funky dreads and the confused looking face, Jay-Z. I do like a lot of his songs, though. It's no diss. I'm just describing him. Well, Vlad had a lot of things to say about the system and how they're paid to do this, that, and the third. And when I watched it again, a lot of it was blaming Jay-Z for stuff and saying he's part of a group that's trying to protect Megan Thee Stallion and all this foolishness. Now, I know this is all entertainment news and this isn't politics. But remember, a lot of these entertainers love to get into politics when they have these event shows. And also when they have money, can put a lot of money into political movements in the area, state, region, things of that nature. So I do think there's a level of importance we have to give to celebrities, to whether we like it or not. Well, Vlad has now come out and said, just kidding. Yeah, he said all these crazy, disparageable accusations and claims and said all these things, put it on X. And when he was saying that he was just kidding, he thought it was funny. Now, I'm not a Jay-Z fan like that or a Beyonce fan like that. Back in the day, I used to listen to him. So it's not a real personal thing. It's important to note that that's terrible for people's reputation. Because even though now he said that he was just kidding, it's almost like, I don't think cat is out of the bag is the right expression, but he's already told the world this, and half the people that got that information, even after him saying he was kidding, it was a joke, are still spreading it like it's the truth. It's similar to when that with Trump, with that there's good people on both sides thing, to where it was debunked multiple times and people still say it, because even when Biden was running for president again, he said it. So even though people know that it's not what he said, well, at least the people that pay attention, it doesn't stop the people that want to use it for political gains or monetary gains to push this rhetoric, because it can bring more attention and more money their way, even when they know it's not true, even after something's been debunked. So I think that's very dangerous what Vlad had done. And the interesting thing is a lot of people in the black community like to criticize him for him being a culture vulture, which means that he has a lot of guests on the show that are African American and things of that nature, entertainers, and he interviews them, and that's his show. He kind of needs the interviewees for his show to be a show, because that's what he does. I don't think that's being a culture vulture. I just think it's probably his interest, but that's what critics say. But then at the same time, people still watch him more and more and more. If that was indeed true, that he was just extracting from the culture and just completely using it with no real benefit to the people that come on his show, then no one would come on the show and no one would watch it. So I don't think he's actually extracting anything from a culture. I think that's just his own personal interest, and that's what he likes to do. And I believe he's trying to change what he does. Like almost like a rebranding of sorts, I suppose. Because when he started his channel, it was a faceless channel. And now more and more I see Vlad putting his face in front of things. I didn't know what he looked at like for the longest. And now it seems like that's what he wants. He wants to put his face in front of something. And I understand that, because people, especially with AI and things of that nature, having your face out there and people knowing your brand and knowing it's you is going to become ever more increasingly valuable as time moves on, because we're going to start using AI for everything. Truth be told, probably half the jobs that people work can already be replaced by AI. It's just this element of people still want to deal with people, which is probably why Vlad is doing this sort of stunt to bring attention to him while also showing his face, so you can tie his face and to his name and his brand and his show. I think that's cheap, though. It's kind of grimy, to be honest. There's better ways of doing it. It's sort of like a cheat code type of thing. And just don't agree with it. Now, you ain't got to like Jay-Z to understand that, like, it's not good. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jay-Z sues him, because none of that, all that stuff was deflammatory. It's just not true. He even said it wasn't true. And he still left the post up and hasn't taken it down. And I think he won't take it down. So he doesn't, because if he takes it down, then he's going to be admitting that he might have done something wrong. It's an unfortunate, but that's what people do. He has a big enough platform to slander somebody and cause problems for him. And that's what he's decided to do. You know, the more power you have, the more responsibility you have. And you need to be careful. I would say Vlad needs to be careful. I'm not saying someone's going to do anything wrong to him, but he's got to be careful with this, because it might bring some attention that's definitely unwanted his way.